Hey guys, it's Bruce from Drone. Just wanted to show you guys how to install the screen protector that's going to be provided to all of our customers that purchase the LaForge modules in batch 1s and 2s. These are going to be a free product that's going to be given to you. You just need to get a hold of your retailer, and I think it's going to be provided with your next purchase or however they want to work it out. If you purchase it from Drone, that's how we're going to do it. It's going to be provided with your next purchase. You just have to ask for it. Anyways, I'll get started. It's pretty simple. You just want to be careful. Obviously, if the screen breaks while you're doing this, then that's a problem. Now, the tools that you're going to need are pretty basic. I like to use one of these long X-Acto knives with the breakable blades, a small piece of 2-way tape. I have this on hand just because of other things that I do, but it's a really thin 2-way tape that's useful for this install. And then I also have some crimpers that I will use to help cinch the tabs down once it's around the screen. If you don't have the crimpers or something, you could probably use a pair of pliers. Just be very careful with it. Now, the screen where it separates is between the blue PDB here and then the screen. It's going to be pretty flat because it's held together with a piece of 2-way tape already. So what I like to do is extend out my razor and then get into this corner here. It's about the only corner you can get to easily. Now, you might chip the glass a little bit getting in there at first. Usually that's okay. So what I recommend doing is once you get the screen open is to just test the module, because you don't want to do all this work and then find out that the screen got broke. Now, if you just push it through there very easily, the blade will usually cut that tape if you wiggle it. The one thing you want to make sure, though, is if you are wiggling it, that you don't cut the ribbon cable at the bottom of the screen. Obviously, that'll be a problem for you if you cut that. The blade should just slide through there pretty easily, and then you just slide it down. Like I said, once you get to that point there, if you go too hard, you're going to break that ribbon cable, which is going to be bad. And then you can just kind of apply some pressure and take the screen off. And so behind there you can see that there is some 2-way tape there and on that's holding the screen together. So from here, what I like to do is I just like to test it just to make sure that I didn't break the screen and waste a bunch of time putting this protector on if I broke the screen. Plugged it in, and so there we go. We have a working module. So we know that's working, so we know we don't have any problems with taking the screen apart. So from there, what I do is I use that thin tape that I showed you early on. I'll get a little piece of it, and then where I put this is on the protector here. I just put it down in this area on the protector. It just gives you helps hold the screen in there from wiggling around. So I'll push it on there and take off the backing. Like I said, you don't have to do this. As long as you pinch the tabs well enough, then you don't need to put that tape there. I'm sure some guys will probably even put a little dab of glue. You could probably do something like that. And then you just want to push the screen all the way up to the top and kind of center it. Now, if you still have the protector on there, you are going to want to pull that back and stick it through the hole on the protector, because if you don't, it's going to be very difficult to take off later. So get this all aligned, get it straight. I'm kind of struggling here just because of the camera being on the way. I'm just being a bug. All right, let me get a better angle. All right, so goodness. All right, this is much easier when it's sitting right in front of you and the camera's not in the way. So I'm gonna take it off camera. I'll be right back. Okay. So like I said, it's much easier when it's up close to you and you can get a better grip on it and see what's going on. The camera's just in the way, so I couldn't get to it. So once that's on there, fold over the top tabs. You can fold over the bottom tabs. And then, like I said, what I like to use is these crimpers, and then I just like to push these down just a little bit. Now again, don't apply Hercules strength on there because you are still pressing up against glass, but you can give it a little bit of strength just to help hold it in there. And then the bottom ones, you can come over from the side and push them in there, and that'll hold them on a little bit tighter. Now that we've added these to it, the surface of this isn't deep enough for that tape to be used again, so it's not going to stick. So that's why you need another piece of two-way tape, which most of us have from other projects. If not, you can get some automotive stuff, or I have some of this electronic tape, but you can just use any two-way tape. I just like to stick it on back of the silver part, press it down, and then take the tape off. Now, the new modules are going to be including this already attached to them. So we've worked with the manufacturer of the OLEDs, and we got them to install these for us. Sorry for the guys that got it early. We didn't know that the screen was going to be a problem, and so we developed this device and had the manufacturers install it for us during manufacturing. So once it's on there, you can see we've got good protection now on that screen. So there's no more broken glass in those corners. The one thing that this will do, though, is it's going to make your 3D prints not probably work. So you're going to want to have those redesigned or not be able to run one at all. But at least the screen's protected now. Or if you're using the 3D printed one, your screen's already protected. So just to make sure that it's still working, that we didn't mess anything up while we were doing that last bit of install, just throw it in your goggles, plug it in, and we have a working screen. So that's all you have to do. It's not a very hard install, but it's very nice because now you don't have to worry about that corner breaking. If you have any questions, head over to the LaForge FPV group, and I'm sure that either myself, Shay, or one of the other community members will be able to help you out.